I did it. So, anyways, hello everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on here with us tonight. I really just started hosting these Zooms because I don't know if you guys have been watching what's going on in the Nuevo world, but we just had an incredible 30 days. And so I love to share. I know you can see everything online, you can see stories online, but I like to get into a room like this. Obviously, we're in all different states, by the way. Before we get started, make sure you did drop in the chat where you're coming in from. It's always very interesting to see how many people we get on here from so many different places. But I like to bring real people together to share real stories. I like to keep my team very close knit. We're pretty much like a family around here. And so these Zooms are just an easier way. You're not looking at stories, you're not looking at a post on Facebook. It's real people sharing real stories. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I am going to do two giveaways tonight. I'm going to give away some Nueva Nitro. So drop in the chat if you've ever tried Nitro yet. I mean, it's only been out for like 30 days, but this is a little bit of a life changer for so many. So I'm going to be giving away actually six sample packs of our Nueva Nitro. And the reason I used to look, and I have my background blurred out, so it looks really weird. But anyways, these are the sexy packaging that it comes in. Um, I can just give you one of these, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. I have used a lot of products over the last 12 years. I've been in this industry now for 12 years. And it's really hard to find a product that you can feel immediately. I was a beta tester for these way back before we launched it. And, I had my mind made up. Yeah, whatever. It's like hydrogen water. How you going to take something and make it hydrogen water? Like, I thought you had to buy this big old, $500 nitrogen water container to like make some hydrogen water because I mean, that's what I've heard. So, anyways, tried it, and literally within 15 minutes, I felt this calmness come over me. And I just felt a little bit like relaxed. And then my energy just hit. And it did not, and I was afraid of a crash. Okay. I'm an energy junkie. So I have been known to drink energy drinks to give me whatever energy I can get. I am postmenopausal. So anyone who's gone through menopause, like it depletes you completely. I don't mean just like your body. I mean like your energy, your mood, your hormones, like everything. Menopause is the devil. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, it is definitely from the devil, okay? And I've been experiencing it now since I was 39. I am 47 years old. I am almost 48. It's just genetics. My mom went through it for about 12 years. Yeah, scary. My
I
sister's
run this
like 21
house,
months
not
earlier than
you.
me. And she's going through it too. Like, I mean, it's just hell, okay? And we got the bad end of the deal. So I have been searching and searching for something that would make me feel better. The hot flashes during the night are ridiculous. I go to bed with my hair straight. I wake up with the curly from sweating. And not to mention, I don't sleep. Like, I did not sleep through the night for years. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm tired. Like, I feel like I didn't go to bed, maybe an hour ago, and I need to still get some rest. But since I started the Nueva Nitro, let me just tell you, I have had no more hot flashes. I do not wake up at night when I go to bed. And when I do wake up in the morning, so different than before. My eyes open. I don't set an alarm clock, by the way. I'm an entrepreneur. I do this online, so I do not have to have an alarm clock. But when I wake up in the morning, I literally feel like, I don't even know, jacked up, whatever you want to call it. Like I get up, I take another thing of nitro. I mean, I would take them like 3 times a day if it would help, but I take another drink of nitro. I make my bed and then I leave for my 10,000 steps out the door. That is not me. Anyone who's known me for any amount of time, like in the mornings, I get up, I have my coffee first. I sit on my balcony and like chill because I always claim I live on an island, so I'm on island time. However, that has all changed since I started these two products, and now I've started three because I started the Snow Collagen. So I'm going to just start with a little bit about my story. Then I want to bring on these amazing women that I have here tonight that are going to share with you their story with the products, their story with what's happened in the last 30 days. So if you do not know me, I am Sandy Humple. I live down on the Gulf of Mexico. I've been here for about 8 years. I packed up everything, sold everything in my 4,000 square foot house, packed up my dogs and my kid, and I drove south and I moved to Florida. with nothing but my family. Um, it's been it's been an amazing journey here. I am now looking to further my traveling and go somewhere else, but I got started back in this industry about 12 years ago. And I only started because I wanted to use a product. I was skeptical just like everybody else. I'm like, that's a pyramid scheme. That's not real. People are not paying cash for Land Rovers because it was the story I read. There's no way people are making six figures from their phone, like from wherever they are. This shit is fake. Excuse my language. Sometimes I do curse. Um, anyways, that is what I thought 12 years ago. And literally within about God, I don't even think it was 4 months. I'd say a month. I was in love that I was actually creating a business, a real business from my phone. And I was still able back in the day, 12 years ago, I had kids that were in school. I had littler kids then. My kids are all now grown. My youngest is 21, almost 22. She's the only one still at home. She's a college student. But I raised four children, two bonus kids, and two of my biological children. They are 29, 29, 28, and now my little one, 21, almost 22. I call her little, but anyways. So, anyways, I wanted something that I could do to bring in extra money, but still be there for my kids. I still wanted to be the mom who made dinner every night, who tucked them into bed and got up in the morning and fed them breakfast before they went off to school. I didn't want to be the mom who only saw my kids like maybe 2 to 3 hours a day. Okay. So I had went through everything as I started to get older. Should I get a job? Should I go back to college? I should say go to college. I never really went to college, y'all. I dropped out of high school in 11th grade. Like it was just, I'm not meant to have a boss. I really am not. That's why I didn't like school. It's why I didn't really like jobs. And I found this industry because I wanted to use a product. Within 18 months, I tripled my husband's six-figure income, retired him. We then became full-time parents with our children. I remember watching, I'd love to share this story for any of you that have kids. My husband was Navy, and so Navy is always deployed. They're always gone out on the ships. So he had never really seen our children go off to school in the mornings. And never forget the day that I retired him. And about a week or two later, he got to attend lunch with our daughter. And the tears in his eyes, he had never out of his three children seen, like, been able to go to their school and have lunch with them, or seen them off to school in the morning, or been there when they got home. And I was able to do that. Little Sandy, high school dropout teen mom. At that point, guys, your belief becomes freaking real, okay? How many people in this world can drop out of high school, not get a college education, and still make six figures a year and retire their spouse? If I can do it, anybody can do it. So that's how I got started 12 years ago. I was with that company 4.5 years, and then I found my last company, Modere. If anyone knows the story, they shut down on us on April 11th. I had built two multi-million-dollar businesses there over the last 8 years. They closed their doors. Me as a single mom, they took my full income. That was rough. That was April 11th. And then the amazing, amazing leaders I've been building with for the last 8 years created Nueva. They wanted to build a company for the people, by the people. And that is exactly what they've done. And it is, I mean, we did 3.2 million in our first month. Last month was our first month, guys. We launched our products. We had been pre-enrolling a little bit before that, but there was no product involved, no money involved, no nothing. We just did 3.2 million. I cannot imagine where this company is going. I have a clear vision on it. This is my last and final run, and this will be my retirement company. And I plan on taking a whole lot of people with me. So, anyways, there's a lot of my amazing, amazing team members on here tonight. I see you guys' faces. Thank you for turning your cameras on. Listen, I know we don't always like to turn our cameras on. It's a little bit embarrassing, but if you can turn your cameras on, like turn them on. We don't care what you look like. Look, I'm drinking a glass of wine. I did actually take a shower today and do my hair today, surprisingly, but we don't really care if you don't. Okay. We're not here to judge you. We're here to share with you what's been happening to us and what's been happening with these products. So, and give some away. So I don't know who's exactly talking tonight, but I think Tanya is for sure. So I'm going to bring Tanya up first. I'm sorry. I don't have the list that I gave y'all earlier. This is kind of how I roll. So just going to call you as I see your faces. Okay. So Tanya and I have been business partners now for 5 years. We're actually not just business partners. We're actually really amazing friends. We have met in person maybe one or two or three times at events, But I'm so happy to have her on this journey with me. And I've watched her life completely change in these last 5 years. So, Tanya, take it away.
When I met Sandy, my life completely changed, and it's thanks to the online business and the duplicatable systems that we used back at Modere, because I was with Modere and continued it forward. And it was definitely tragic happening what happened with Modere, and I was actually skeptical about New Wave. I was like, nothing could be better than my products there. And back in June, I actually had some health things come up that, I mean, they were starting before that, but I actually found them in June, and we don't know what was going on, but I was feeling very drained and tired. And I'm a busy mom of three boys, and we are always on the go. And my days were just dragging. And I was like, I was literally calling it quits. I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore because I am just so tired. And on top of that, I also had gained about 21 pounds in 2 months. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I thought I might have been going into early menopause. I'm 33 years old. And once I started the Nueva products, they got here. I started on July 12th. Like she said, that instant product that you couldn't feel. I've never seen anything like it. The Nitro. I was like, wow, I'm feeling more energy. Like I didn't collapse into my bed. I wasn't exhausted at the end of the night after baseball and running around during the day. And then now I'm down 16 pounds since starting the body. I haven't jumped on the scale since I think like Thursday, so I haven't gotten the complete update. But since I last saw, I was down 16 pounds, and I was like, this is just blowing my mind. Like I haven't really changed much. I mean, I drink my water and I try to eat good foods, but I'm not counting like macros or calories or trying to eat salads the whole time. We just eat normal food. So, and I don't really do much for working out, but I do like to get my steps in. But since July 12th, 16 pounds, and my energy, I'm feeling like myself again and able to keep up with our busy schedule. And then on the business side, like I said, this duplicatable system, I love helping people and bringing people in because when I first got started, we were living, well, I was a stylist before, but I traded my career to come stay home with the children because I had always wanted to. I have one of my children right here with me right now, wanting my attention. Can you wait just a moment? Okay. But I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and be there for my children. And when I was working full time, I was really only paying for our daycare because it was like the same price as our mortgage for three kids. And my husband and I decided, well, why don't we just trade your paycheck? You can stay home and we won't be paying daycare, and it'll just even itself out. So we decided we're going to do that. It was tight. We made it for a while. And when I met Sandy, I was like, I'd love to help pay some bills, supplemental income. I was thinking, if I could make a couple $100 a month, that would be awesome. But I was skeptical because I had done things like this before, and I was like, it's never really worked out for me. I haven't had success. I'm not a salesperson. This is not for me. And she's like, this isn't like anything you've ever tried. Just trust me. So I was like, we had a bond there. I felt really close and connected to her. So I was like, fine, I really want to, work on my health and feel better. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and try. So I tried, and in a matter of months, I was able to double my husband's income, and I've been earning and staying home. And we've paid off multiple vehicles, a lot of debt, and I've been able to help like a big chunk of our bills, like pay for my income. And I was like, what? Like, it was very surprising to me because she was right. It wasn't like anything I'd ever done before. Um, and I just feel super blessed to have this opportunity. And I love to share it with other people because I want them to see what is possible. I didn't have to go back out to work because we needed income. I don't have to go and check our bank accounts when we're going to get groceries or when the kids need school clothes or, if we're trying to pay off our debt, which we got into a new house. And that's one of my next goals is we're going to go get out into the country. So we bought this as an investment and we're going to fix it up, get out in the country where we want to be. And it's all thanks to meeting Sandy and finding this opportunity that is duplicatable that anybody can do. As you heard, some of us don't even know how to run Zoom. I don't know how to work Zoom, but we still do it. So that's a little bit about like me and my story. My son's actually playing ping pong right over there. So I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, I'll go ahead and pass it on to the next because I don't want to take up too much time.
Yeah, we have a lot of speakers tonight, but that was amazing. Guys, drop in the chat, like, what did you get from that? I don't know. I could hear these stories over and over every single day. And when you're here to actually physically witness them, it is life-changing. So I always say that this opportunity, it's an opportunity to change your own life, but it's also an opportunity to change other people's lives. And that is the most, when you start, you're probably going to start to change your own life. Okay. To be honest, you're going to start because you want to earn money, you want to get better health, you want to lose weight, you want anti aging, whatever it is. But after you're in it for so many years, it becomes so much more than the money. And when you have someone like I've gotten text, from Tanya, like when she surpassed her husband's income or when she was buying her house. I was there for it all. I've gotten texts from people who saved their cars from being repoed. I've gotten texts when I just paid off all my credit cards. I mean, I cannot explain to you. Like Colette shared some of her amazing goals with me and watching what she just did this last month. Melissa's another one. Like, guys, it is so much more. I know you see online every day. It's a pyramid scheme. No, actually, a job is a pyramid scheme because here's the deal, guys. If you have a 9 to 5 job, I am not knocking it, okay? My daughter's in school for finance. She's all about being that big businesswoman with the suit and tie, the whole gig, whatever. She's not an entrepreneur. That's fine. That's what she says at 21 years old. However, I just believe even if you do this as a side business, and let's just say you pay off one credit card a month with the money that you make, or you get to take that cash vacation that you've always had to put on that credit card and then regret when you get back, right? It's all fun and games when you're there. But then you come home and you're like, shit, I got to pay off that credit card now. So, anyways, it's just so amazing to watch these stories. So, I want to keep going because I don't want to take up all of your time tonight. But listen, here's what I'm going to do. So, as these speakers are speaking, I want you, this is how I'm going to pick the winner. I want you to comment like anything that touches you, any feeling that you get. This helps my girls actually form their stories and it helps me see like what are the things, right? What are the pain points out there in the world that we can help have a solution for? So if you can just drop in the chat as these speakers are speaking and sharing their stories, then yeah, I'm gonna pick someone from that because I'll be watching. All right, who's gonna go next? I did write it down. Colette, we're gonna go next with you because I already said your name, so let's just do it.
Okay. Well, hello everybody, and I know I've got a couple of people on here, so welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm so excited about what has happened to me in the last month, and it's all because I think it's all because I met Sandy. However, I've been in this business for about 11 years, and it's funny because I had joined the business with John Melton, and I'm in some group chats with him, and when he tells his story is so funny and it's so real. But today, for some reason, it just like hit me, and I started crying when he was telling his story. I'm like, why are you crying? But it is such an impactful thing when you finally decide in your brain that yeah, you can be successful in this business. Because I was like Tanya, I was never successful before. I did the whole home interiors and a couple of other online businesses, and I was just never successful with them. And came to Nueva because when I found out that it was going to be these magic molecules, am I allowed to say the P word?
We're on a private Zoom. You say what you want.
Okay, cool. So when I found out we were going to have peptides, and they were going to be ones that were going to help me with, some of my issues, which I had COVID. Okay. Almost everybody has had COVID. My COVID case was not real bad, like it wasn't in the hospital, but I have long COVID, and that's worse than what I had when I had COVID. And it's given me fibro and chronic pain, chronic fatigue, and these peptides have made such a huge difference in my life. Like I'm waking up now without brain fog. I have energy to go through the day and to do things, and it's just amazing what's happened. And also with the collagen, I just had rotator cuff surgery. Let me just tell you, I had rotator cuff surgery on June 2nd. And today is what, August 11th. So it's only been a little over 2 months. I only went to like 5 or 6 PT appointments, and I'm like, good. You know, like I don't think I'm going to go back to PT. I can, work out my own shoulder. It's good. So the collagen, that plus making my face so soft is like totally amazing. And with Sandy's help, I can truly tell you that the reason I joined this team is because Sandy is such a heartfelt leader and she does everything in her power, and I mean everything, to help you to succeed. And she takes you under her wing and she's like with you every step. So she always, this is her famous thing that she says, that um, this is your business. You do this business. You're on your own business, but you're never alone. We're always there to help you, and that's such an amazing feeling that you have that support, and also to have a huge why. And my why is like, I'm an old woman, but I'm sure a lot of other people could have this why. My why is that I need to make enough money to support my mother. Right now, she's living in her own apartment, but she really needs to go to an assisted living place. And those are very expensive and they're not covered by Medicare. And so that's my why. I need to take care of my mother. So you have to take whatever it is your motivation to get it done, and just go for it, and know that we're all here for you. So I'm giving it back to you, Sandy.
Oh my God, I totally love that. I mean, it's everyone's why is different, but that's a big why. And I think when you hold on to that why, here's the difference between a job and running your own business. If you've never done anything like this before, is there's no cap on it, guys. There is no, in a normal job, I was just explaining this. In a normal job, 1 month you may work extremely hard and give that CEO everything you got. Guess what? You're still going to get paid the same damn check that you got paid last month when you didn't do shit, right? At least here, you control the outcome, okay? You get the results, you share the results. We're not spammy Tammys. I tell my team, do not spam. If I see them spamming, I'm going to tell them stop. That is not who we want to be seen as. That's why this industry has a bad name. And I am all about changing the way that people see network marketing, because it literally is the only opportunity I've ever found as a high school dropout teen mom to earn 6 figures from my phone for wherever I want. The beach, now my kids are grown. I sit at the beach, I go to the pool, and I earn 6 figures from my phone. Where is that possible? I'm going to tell you a little bit of a snippet of what happened when Modere shut down, and I'm going to make this quick. But I almost lost everything. So guess what I did? I was like, I got to go get a job, right? I'm not one to I didn't have any options. It's me versus me. I'm the only one here. I'm the one that pays the bills, okay? I went to Walmart. Yeah, of course they hired me. $15 an hour. Please tell me what you're going to do with that. I mean, I can't even feed myself for that in a month. So what I'm telling you is that sometimes these opportunities, you just think it's all this stuff that you hear. No, it is an opportunity that you get to shine. You get to create whatever kind of life it is that you want to create. If you want an extra 500 a month, fine. You want 5,000 a month, you want 50,000 a month, you tell me or whoever is your sponsor, and we will show you exactly what to do to get there. Because I've never in my lifetime, out of my entire family, I have successful people in my family, I'm the first one to earn $1 million. High school dropout, black sheep of the family. Trust me, I skipped school, I drank, I smoked pot, I did it all. Okay, I was that girl. But here's what John Melton said: you can be from Yale or jail, because he used to be in jail sometimes. It doesn't matter your background. So I just love that. I love it. All right, and I'm going to share something that I'm not really allowed to legally do, but I'm doing it because we're on my Zoom, and so I'm going to own it. Colette almost created $1,000 in 1 month on her check. I think it was like $894, $890 something. $1,000 a month in 1 month, and never had success in this industry before. Our first month in business at that. How many of you could use an extra $1,000 a month? I mean, I think we all can. Look at the economy, right? I think we can all bring in an extra $1,000 a month to help our families. So let's get it going. All right, let's keep it going. Margaret. I can't wait for Margaret to share. Like, I've only known Margaret now for like, I don't know, a couple weeks. And she's become one of like, she's my text buddy. I don't really text with a lot of people, but she's my text buddy. So, Margaret, are you here? I can't find you on this screen.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're behind my chat. I can't even see you.
Oh, you
Okay,
can hear
Margaret,
me
I want you to
okay?
share like where you're coming from, how you found Nueva, and what's happened this last month.
Okay, I will. Hi, everybody. I'm Margaret Vella. I'm from New York, if you can't tell by the accent. I don't even know where to begin. I'm going to try to make my story not so long because I don't want to bore all you guys. I'm sure some of you who are on here have heard it before. But I will tell you one thing that I'm very passionate about is network marketing, because it took me to a place that I've never been before or able to be before. And I'll tell you why. I started in this industry about 10 years ago. I was going through a very, very, very traumatic divorce. I had just had my twins. They were about maybe a year and a half to 2 years old. My middle son was about, I want to say about 3 months. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had just purchased a house, and I'm going to tell you quickly, and this is me getting very raw and vulnerable, but I had been a credit manager for a company for 25 years. I got married very late in life because I had a very good career. I was very successful. I traveled with my girlfriends. Getting married really wasn't on my mind. I always wanted kids, but getting married just, I don't know, it just I wasn't in a rush like everybody else was. I wound up meeting my husband at the time. I want to say I was definitely up there. I was about 36 when I met him. And he worked for the town of Oyster Bay Department of Sanitation, made a great living. He was divorced once before. He had 3 kids from his previous marriage, and we got along great. His first marriage ended because he wasn't faithful to his wife. And, there were a lot of flags there, but I think because of my older age and everybody I knew having kids, I kind of overlooked any flags that were around. So anyway, we had lived it was his parents' house. They had a 2-family, and we were downstairs, me and him, the twins and my son Nicholas. And I said to him, I was like, we really have to get a house. We're like crammed in here. I'm tripping over like the bouncy seats. Like, this is ridiculous. He did not have much money because he paid child support on his previous marriage. And I had my 401k, and I had quite a bit of a savings from my grandfather. He had passed away, so I had a savings. So I said to him, you know what? I'm going to take out my 401k. I'm going to take out my savings, and I'm going to put a big chunk down on a house. You could be the sole provider. I'll be the stay-at-home mom, obviously, because my babies were too young to go to work. And that's what we were going to do. So fast forward, we moved into the house. Everything was good. I was the stay-at-home mom. Life was great. It was hard. My twins, it's hard having twins as your first, and then you keep going and have another one that's even harder. But anyway, so life was great. Everything was good. Fast forward. Oh, I don't even know how long we were in the house. And it was a few years. And I got a letter in the mail saying that the house was going into foreclosure. And my heart sank. And I was like, well, why would it be going into foreclosure? Where's the mortgage payments? Why is the mortgage getting paid? I dug a little further into it. I dug really deep. I didn't say anything to him. I just kept digging. And the same reason that his first marriage ended was the reason why our marriage ended. And I found out he was being unfaithful. He was taking his girlfriend, I get emotional with this, on vacations and everything. So I threw him out. I didn't care what I had to do. I threw him out. I said, you need to get out. I can't, we can't work this out. So again, my twins are very young. My middle son was very young, and I did not have income. We didn't go to court yet for child support. There was an order to show cause to have mandatory child support start. I had no family. I didn't know what I was going to do. So I had a girlfriend that was in the network marketing industry, and I stayed in touch with her, and it was really a bad time for me. Now I'm trying to raise my kids, keep, everything normal as I could, be a mom by myself, take care of these kids, and I have no income, and we're losing our house, and he's back with his parents. So my girlfriend, like I said, was in the network marketing industry. She was for health and wellness. And she said to me, listen, she's like, you have to do this business. I'm making so much money with network marketing. I said, it's not for me. This is not for me. My head right now is not into anything. I can't sell. I'm not a seller. I don't know anything about network marketing. She's like, please just try it. She's like, it's sink or swim for you. What else are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go into public housing. You're going to live on food stamps. What are you going to do? I said, I'm not really sure. Let me think about it. The next morning, I woke up. My car was gone, repossessed. I called her back. I said, tell me what I got to do to sign up. I said, I don't have money. I can't afford paper towels right now. I can't join. She's like, let me sign you up. She signed me up, and she said, this is your chance. This is your chance. Take the product, try the product. She's like, you can do this. And I remember saying to myself, this is it. This is it. This is it. I have to figure this out, and I have to make this work. Fast forward, I took the product. I lost weight. I loved it. I believed in the product. I went from no income to, in 6 months' time, and I swear on my kids' lives, I'm not lying, to making $60,000 a year working from home on my cell phone with babies, going through a divorce and losing a house. Why? Because when you're passionate about something and a product that works and a company, you will do whatever it takes. You will do whatever it takes, and it is not hard. If I could do it going through a divorce with babies, not even knowing which way was up or down, anybody can do this. Fast forward. I wound up making it work. I was a stay-at-home mom. I got to stay with my kids. It was not easy. It's not easy. It was a horrible divorce. I'm still suffering from it. I don't think I'll ever be in a better spot because of everything that I went through. But I can tell you this. The money I was making and able to stay home with my kids, the residual income was incredible. The problem is I started losing passion for the company, and I started slowing down, and I stopped staying close to the fire. When Sandy says you need to stay close to the fire, you need to stay close to the fire, because this is the kind of business that you have to, because it keeps you going. So I just fell out of it. We were still okay because the residual income you get from network marketing, you can't compare it to anything. It's residual income. You could be anywhere. I could be sitting in my car and the money's coming in. So you got to kind of make a real hard mad dash run in the beginning, build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up, and you get that residual just coming in every month, every month, every month. So fast forward, we got through everything, made it through. My kids are now older, thank God. It's getting a little bit easier for me, but I did have to go back to work full time. They are now older, so I'm able, but let me tell you something. It is horrible, horrible. I hate every minute of it. My back is broken. I'm going to be 58 at the end of this month. I am exhausted. I am exhausted. I make nothing. I am struggling again. I make not enough to cover my bills. I make nothing compared to what I was making doing the network marketing. How I ran across Sandy was when I started to go back to work and see how miserable I was, and I hated it so much. It feels like a prison. Once you understand what this business is about, and you go back into the corporate world, you never want to be there again. So my other company just was like kind of dead. It just wasn't doing it for me anymore. I lost the passion. And I said to myself, I need to be back in network marketing, but I need to get out of this company because it's not doing it for me anymore. But I know I can do this, but I need a company I believe in. So I said, maybe I should just not, maybe it's just not for me anymore. Maybe my time, I had my time and I had my shining, and this is it. Then all of a sudden I see Sandy's post. Now I am not friends with Sandy or anybody that knew her. And her post came on through my feed about how her company shut down and she was going on to something new and it was going to be, brand new and all this and all that. And I was like, let me just follow her. I want to see where she goes and what she's doing. Because maybe I'll like something like that. I reached out to her and I decided I was going to resign from my other network marketing company. It was very hard to do because I was with them for 10 years, but I did resign. And let me tell you, it was the best, one of the best. My kids are the best, but one of the best things I have ever done because in a month's time, with Nueva, in a month's time, I have made 5 times more money than I made 1 month in the network marketing company I was with for 10 years. So to be able to do that in a month's time, 5 times more is incredible. And I am so happy. I am so passionate about this company. Everything is different. The trainings are different. The friendships are different. The way they support you, they're there by your side. The leaders are there. It is not hard. It is something I do it from my cell phone, and I'm not good with computers or anything like that, but I do it from my cell phone. And I absolutely thank God that he put Sandy crossing my path, because I don't know what I would have done. I would have lived miserably wanting to go back into network marketing. And God gave me this opportunity. It fell into my lap and I'm so thankful. And now my goal is to get back to where I was, making enough to stay at home again and do this business full time. Because like I said, once you had a taste of what network marketing can do for you, you will never, ever go back to a 9 to 5 again. So, and just quickly, the products are amazing too. I lost 15 pounds. I lost a ton of inches. The Nitro is my favorite because it gives me so much energy. I absolutely love it. But for me, the business says it all. It's my life. And I just want to thank you, Sandy, for coming on my feed like that. And I'm sorry if this was a very long post, but I wanted to get everything out to talk to you guys.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you for
fine.
listening.
I love your story so much, and I've shared it so many times over the last month because yeah, I love to watch someone go from that and to like recreate their life again. And I can't wait till she gets to quit that job. And it's coming. I mean, like I know what she made last month in just 30 days, and some people don't even make that in a job. Okay? So, anyways, thank you, Margaret, for sharing. I just love it, love it, love it. And yeah, like your results on the products are crazy. So I don't just do this because of the business, guys. It's the products and the stories from the products too. Like you got to have it all. One thing that we have here at Nueva that we haven't mentioned yet, but some people just like to get customers and share the products. Some people like to build a team. Some people like to do both. Here at Nueva, you can do whatever you want. You can make an incredible income by just gathering customers. You don't have to build a team. You don't have to recruit, or you can make incredible income by recruiting and like getting a team together and going after this together. Or you can do both and maximize the compensation plan. So I love that. I love that. I know that we're running a little bit behind because we have lots of really good stories that we love sharing. So, anyways, I'm bringing up Jean next. Jean, I know I already saw you in your bright orange shirt. Anyways,
Yep,
I've
I'm
known Jean now for, oh my goodness, maybe almost 8 years. My very first event at the last company, Jean was on my team, not enrolled by me, and was at our this is so neat, y'all. I got to share this with y'all. So our first event with Nueva is in Dallas, Texas in October. My first event with that old company that I was with, Modere, was in Dallas, Texas. So this is like full freaking circle, guys. So I was so excited. Jean, tell them your story, your products. The products have been amazing for you. So maybe just tell them a little bit about all of it.
well, it's short and sweet. I honestly haven't promoted a whole lot because I'm very skeptical, especially I quit smoking. I figured it out today. It was 458 days ago that I quit smoking. But it really did a number on me. It made me feel like absolute crap. I actually regretted quitting smoking because I felt worse since I quit than I did while I was smoking. And I smoked for 32 years. So, I mean, it's a very long time and I felt worse quitting. And I my heart believed in the company, my heart believed in the products, but my mind said, sure, it's going to work because, ever since you quit smoking, the only thing that the scale has done was go up and up and up and up. I mean, gained weight, felt miserable. It didn't matter if I exercised, it didn't matter what I ate. It just didn't matter. I felt horrible. But fast forward to giving these products a chance. The first week, I lost 5 pounds. I haven't really lost any weight besides that, but I am also down 6.5 inches now. And honestly, until these other products, I'm not going to bash any other products, but nothing worked like these do for me. I mean, I would lose a little bit, but they would mostly just help me maintain. But now for me to have lost 6.5 inches since in like 3-4 weeks is huge for me. And I feel good. Like I get up for work and I start work staring at a computer. I punch in by 4:30 in the morning. I get up at 4, drink my nitro, and by 4:30 when I punch in, it's like my eyes go boing and I'm awake, I'm focused, and I'm alert. And it's an unreal feeling. My hot flashes they're still there a little bit, but nothing like they were. I mean, my worst ones were always when I took a shower. So I'd get out of the shower and I was hotter and sweatier than when I put, before I got in. I'm like, why am I showering? Because I feel like a hot mess. You can't get your clothes on, but they're slowly going away. They're nowhere near as bad. I can get dressed. My kids don't get, freaked out. Mom's gonna run through the house half naked or anything, but yeah, so I mean, these products are unreal. Coming from somebody, like I said, I've never had as good of success with anything else as I do with these. And like I said, with quitting smoking, it really did a number on my body. And I honestly lost hope that I would find anything that would work for me. I thought I was just going to keep getting fatter and fatter and fatter and feel worse.
I love
So,
that. I mean, it's like I said, everybody comes from a different part of life, right? Like everybody has something different going on. Gina quit smoking, she gained weight, she was feeling like shit about herself. And then she started these products and now she feels amazing. Like it's just like I said, I mean, the body and the nitro, and I'm 4 or 5 days into the snow collagen. I actually did a before and after, and I'm going to share that in the next couple days because I can already see results on my face, like these 11s right here. Yeah, I mean, I
yep,
told
mine
you,
are going away after 2 weeks. So.
yeah, I noticed it today on my after picture. I'm like, whoa, what's happening here? I've never done Botox in my life, never really planned on it. But as you get older, you're like, and I'm a single woman, I'm like, maybe I need to get Botox. But anyways, I started on this snow collagen. I'm a little bit excited about it. I want to see what happens in 30 days, 60 days. You know what I mean? I mean, I looked up all the like the tremella mushroom, like what our collagen is made of, and I was blown away. There is not a collagen on the market. You cannot convince me. There's not a product on the market like our body, like our nitro, or this collagen. And here's what I know about the people, the founders of this company. They are not going to lose, okay? I'm just telling y'all now, Brian, who owns this company, who we are financed through, personally financed through his pockets, no companies, no investors, he's not going to lose. He's going to create the best of the best. So this company, I have no doubt, is going to be like take over the entire industry. So if you're here now, you're in a good, sweet spot. All right, let's keep it moving because we are running late. Next. All right, we have Jen. No, let's do Melissa. Melissa, you're next. And we're gonna let Jen close this out. Melissa, you gotta unmute. We can't hear you.
Hey, I don't see Jen. I thought I saw her, but I don't see her now.
That's okay. I can
Anyway, so I'm Melissa. I'm in South Carolina, and I think I skipped this last week, but I have 2 daughters that are 32 and 27, and I have 3 grandbabies. And I'm gonna kind of go over my product testimony first and then the business second. When these products launched, I'd already been researching peptides and hydrogen water and all the things because I had heard they would be helpful for a brain injury, which I have. And I'm gonna tell y'all, whenever I took these products the first day, like it was almost like a euphoric feeling. I thought that I was walking on clouds. I've been on them now 25 days and I have lost 14 pounds and 14 inches, and I do my inches again on Wednesday. Well, yeah, a couple of days. And I can tell by the way my clothes are fitting, but we had a big party Saturday and people come over and they were noticing. I mean, my face is slimmed out, and I had this huge thing with my face because I have adrenal tumors. And so I have all this facial swelling over here. I know you can't really see it, but it has gone down so much to the point that I don't feel like I have to hide behind sunglasses, which is huge for me. But I feel amazing. Like I was put in menopause in my 20s and I had to have a full hysterectomy, ovaries, everything. And so I've had to deal with that for a very long time. But the older I've gotten, the worse the symptoms have gotten. I'm sleeping through the night. I'm not getting overstimulated at 4 o'clock. Is anybody else like 3, 4 o'clock and I am done? Like I'm overstimulated. I don't want to be messed with. And I was in bed at 8 o'clock. Well, the last few weeks, I haven't been to bed before 10:30, 11 because I have to get up so early with the grandkids. But so it's absolutely changed my life. And my husband's. My husband was drinking 2 Starbucks drinks a day. So we're actually saving 10 cents a day for him to take the nitro and the body because we were spending $14 a day on 2 energy drinks. So I averaged it out. Dude, you're going to pay for that out of your account. Okay. So that you're saving money so mama can take it too. But I want to hit on the business side because this is also very, very important to me. I have done this before. It's been a while since I did a run. And I've been trying to ask myself, what's different this time? Why? I mean, I've qualified for cars, I went on trips, all the things, right? But this time, it's the energy, it's the excitement, it's the support. And guys, I just looked at myself this morning and I'm like, why not me? Why not me? It's my turn. We've all put in the work, and all I'm doing, I'm not joking you, is I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting my daily updates. Every day I get 8 to 9 leads just off of that. And then I'm following up. I mean, I am on 4 leaderboards, guys. I have never been on a leaderboard in my whole career. And I made 6 figures in corporate America many moons ago. And if you're on the fence, I'm just going to tell you, you're not going to lose anything. And like Sandy said, you don't have to build a team like we're building. I mean, Tina Marquez, right? I mean, she's making $6,000 just off of her customer pod in a month, not in a few months, in a month. So I'm uber excited to be here. I'm so stoked that I got my ticket for Texas, and I cannot wait to meet every single one of you guys.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, like we're not supposed to do income claims, guys, because some kind of like stupid guy at a company said that we can't do income claims. I think it's stupid. And then I don't share my income to brag. I share it because I want every single man and woman to know what's freaking possible and that I'm not anyone special. I literally use products and share products. How many of you use products and share products? All of us every damn day of our life, right? I'm in this Aldi's group, right? I see these people in there every day. Oh my God, I bought this at Aldi's and it was amazing. Ain't nobody's making money off that except that CEO who's out on the golf course. Okay. I refuse to be that person. I'm going to be the person that if I can earn income from my phone from wherever I want to be, and that means now like I have 1 grandbaby and I hope I have several more to come. Don't let my kids hear this, not yet. But I hope to be this grandma like Melissa. I want to have all these grandbabies and I want to be able to be earning 6 figures to take my kids to Disney. Like if all of them want to go, grandma can take, well, I'm Mimi. I'm not grandma because I was way too young to be a grandma when he was born. He was only born 3 years ago, but who cares? Anyways, I want to be that person. If I want to travel as a single woman, I want to be the person that can afford it. I don't want to be the one that's tied down to a 9 to 5 job earning what they tell me I'm worth. No, if I wake up and decide not to work and I don't make any money tomorrow, that's because I decided. If I wake up and decide to crush ass this month and make $10,000 this month, that's because I decided. My highest income, you're going to be blown away. But I shit you not, for all of you out there dreamers, because this was a dream. My highest income in 1 month was $65,000. More than I even made in a year before. And it wasn't because I was out here spamming. It wasn't because I was like, I don't know, doing whatever. Listen, guys, I may have a following on Facebook. I just got it. I don't do like ads. I'm not an influencer. I've never hit like the top of TikTok. I'm your average. I drink wine on my Zooms. I cuss a little bit. I love live music. I lay by the beach. I am your average person, guys. If I can do this, if I can make $500,000 in 1 year off this industry from my phone, so can you. And I think Melissa just said that. Why not you? We have the comp plan. We have the products. I mean, I'm just telling you, if you don't got them in your body yet, you need to get them in your body. You're going to fall in love with them. Okay. Show up, get in with these women, like get into the team, learn the stories, become friends with us. Like we're a family here. And let's all dream together and let's all do something worth like that you can pass on a legacy. That's what I always say to people. I'm not just building a business. I'm building a legacy. If I was to die tomorrow, guess what's going to happen? My daughter has a leg in this business. She always has. Build it for my kids. Build it for your kids. Build it for your grandkids. Build it for yourself. So I'm just telling y'all now, if you're on here tonight and you feel in any way drawn to what's happening here through the products, through the opportunity, maybe you just need a bunch of really supportive men and women in your life right now. Maybe you need to be a part of something because this is a growth plan with a compensation plan attached. Let me repeat that. You have to grow in this industry. So I'll love to say that I get paid to grow as a person. I get paid to become a better person every day. And where do you find that? You don't. So if anything tonight has spoken to you, get back to the person who invited you. We have, it's free enrollment. Do I recommend enrolling for free? Yeah. Do I recommend starting with no product? Nope. My job as a person in this business is to teach you how to make money. I am not going to see you fail because of advice I gave you. I am not desperate, and neither is my team. We want people who want to change their lives. We want people who want to grow, and we want people who are serious, okay? Because there are people out there that are begging for what I have my hands on. And if I don't tell them, then I'm not completing my mission. And if my team doesn't tell people, they're not completing their mission. Their mission is my mission, okay? We are all in this together. We're 30 days in, guys. I cannot imagine in 1 year the stories that we're going to be sharing on a Zoom of what's happened in so many lives of so many people sitting here. And I hope all you guests that are on here tonight that I'm looking at you, I hope that you're part of this journey. And I hope that you're sharing your story, not in a year, in a month from now. Because in 30 days, you can completely change your life. I just witnessed it. The last 30 days have changed so many women's lives on this Zoom tonight. And we're just getting fired up. We're just getting warmed up. So, all right, I'm going to pick another.
Jen's
winner.
here.
Who?
Jen is
Jen,
here.
do you want to hop on while I pick a winner and share your story?
Hey,
Let me
y'all.
share while you share. Hi, Jen. Come on.
Hey.
Tell everybody what these products are doing for you. Look, why I pick a winner.
So I'm sorry I look like a hot mess. I got caught in the rain.
We don't care.
And I'm in the middle of moving, so just bear with me. I'm from South Carolina, obviously. I don't sound like a lot of y'all, but so I've been taking this for 2.5 weeks. I got it from Melissa. And let me just give you some backstory. I was diagnosed with lupus in 2003, 2004. And I have been on steroids for the majority of that time. Benlasta infusions, which is kind of like a chemo drug infusion. And when I would come home at the end of the day, I was always tired. I never really felt like doing anything, and I had put on so much weight from all of that that I was embarrassed to go out. And as you can see, my lupus rash is on my face. I'm hoping the snow collagen is going to work. I'll start taking that tomorrow. But I have been taking this for 2.5 weeks, and I said I wasn't going to weigh myself until 30 days, but I got so excited because I noticed a pair of pants just fit better, and 12 pounds I am down. So I am so excited. I didn't do the inches because I want to wait for the whole month, but I feel better. I'm not exhausted by the end of the day. My outlook is better. I'm not a whiny person. I'm not a witchy person anymore. And yeah, I'm there. I'm 60 years old. I'm there with the menopause and all that. My hot flashes have dwindled down to maybe one a day. And I can't say enough about these products. I'm so excited. I will tell you that I am new at this whole selling stuff. I used to sell makeup for a company that's kind of like this, a multi-level company, and I just did it really to get the discount. But this, I really want people to know, if you have an autoimmune disease, how this will help. And I was diagnosed with the secondary autoimmune disease about 4 years ago, which is called POTS, which when you stand up, your blood pressure just bottoms out and you kind of pass out, lose your balance. And I have not done any of that. I'm not on any of the steroids anymore. I'm just doing this. And these past 2.5 weeks have just been a miracle for me. I don't know how to say it any other way. I was telling Melissa that it felt like pop rocks for my brain. I just felt when I took the nitro, it was just wow. I could breathe better. I don't know. I know that sounds corny, but that's just how I felt. But I'm so excited to get into the business and to start doing this and help people feel better. And I don't know what else to say other than I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited for you. I just love the stories. Like, guys, they just keep coming. That's what we do every day, okay? That's exactly what we do every day. We put these products in people's hands, they take them, they make them feel amazing. We get the stories, we share the stories. That's what we do. It's not rocket science, okay? It is not hard to do. You can do it if you work a full time job, you can do it if you don't work a full time job. It's from your phone, it's from wherever you are. How hungry are you? Like, do you want to get involved in something that's going to change your life? Do you want more in life? Are you hungry for a different life? Do you want to get healthier? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to stop having freaking hot flashes? Sorry. Like, what do you want? I guarantee you that if you get involved, now you can't sign up and do nothing. It's not going to happen for you, okay? I'm like a realist. I'm as real as they come. I coach my team with real stuff. I am not going to sugarcoat it for you. Every day is not rainbows and unicorns. Some days you're not going to feel like doing this business, just like you don't feel like doing your job. Okay? We all feel that. But what kind of opportunity can you find that you can get amazing products that feel like all these people that just shared with you? Like, I can't even believe it. Like, hot flash is gone. I would have paid thousands of dollars for someone to take that away from me because it was hell, okay? Like, sleeping through the night, finally, I feel like I'm rested. And to help so many people achieve this, it's literally life changing. So, I'm about to announce the winner in this chat. Guys, if you were invited here tonight and you feel called to do this, maybe you just want to try the products, maybe you want to sign up. It's free to enroll as a social marketer. When you get enrolled for free, you can order your products. We're going to add you to the team chat. You're going to be welcomed by all of us that are in the team chat. We're going to guide you. How do you launch it? How do you build the business? We're going to tell you exactly what to do, and we're going to help you. So I don't know if you guys are in it to win it. If you guys want to join, we are called Level Up Nation. That's my team's name. Comment in the chat right now. I'm about to post the winner, the last and final winner. We are doing these every single Monday night. Here's the deal. If you were to join tonight, next Monday, how many friends can you bring? The following Monday, how many friends can you bring? We're just going to keep growing this with or without. I hope that you all take like this opportunity to change your life. I'm ready to dream with you. I'm ready to create massive success with you and to like create these stories that you're hearing tonight for you. Okay? I appreciate you all for getting on and hanging out because we talk a lot. Yeah, we're like, an hour into this. But thank you all for sharing your stories tonight. I love my team. They are my family. This is my life here. And we're just going to keep doing it. And I hope you just all keep showing up. All right, let me announce this winner right here. I have it. Da 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 da. Drum roll. We have so much going on right now too. They just announced our first event in Dallas, Texas in October. It's my birthday weekend. It's going to be a big deal that weekend. One thing I always do for my team is I take my entire team out for tacos and margaritas every single event. So if you're there, I'll see you at the team event. We get together. We just have lots of fun. Everyone who's on my team here that's been to events with me, Tanya, Jean, they know, like, we have a lot of fun. So anyways, I announced the winners, guys. If you are one of the winners, get back to the person who invited you. Even if you didn't win tonight, it's okay. You're going to win if you decide to join this team. Get back to the person who invited you here. I appreciate you all, and I love y'all, and have a great night.